To plant,
Yes.
there are two ways. Number one, kuna the hole. The hole is the one we call kubukiza method. Now the second method is called farrows. Farrows is where you make trenches like this.
Yes. Hello, my name is Ben from Amago Dorper Stud. Today we are back at the farm after a very informative and insightful trip to Nyeri, where we purchased the Super Napier Fodder. And today we are here with Sam, who's the MD of S Farms Investment Limited. They are well known for their irrigation work across Kenya. And over to you, Sam.
My name is Samuel Gaido, Managing Director at S Farms. Today we are at Amago Farms. We are here to teach and elaborate how drip irrigation works.
Yes, maybe Sam,
Yes.
for the benefit of our viewers.
Yes,
And especially for us farmers who are now really thinking about modernizing our farming method,
yes,
so that we are able to get the very best out of our land.
yes.
You could just give us a background of who S Farms Investment is,
Okay,
how long you've been doing it,
okay,
and also advise farmers, especially from a commercial point of view.
yes,
Do you have plans in terms of payment, and how can one reach you,
yeah.
and that sort of thing?
I think the best thing I can start by saying, as S Farms, we started as, we were just farmers where we used to grow cash crops like watermelons. We used to do a lot of watermelon farming at the coast, but we used to use the normal ways of irrigation, which is the farrow irrigation, whereby you have to connect pipes and all that, and you pour a lot of water. And the disadvantage of that is labor intense. You spend a lot of time doing that, and the water that is poured in the farm is like wastage because you use a lot of water. And at the end of the day, the yield that you get from that example of the example I'm giving of the irrigation of farrow, you can't compare with the modern irrigation way of doing farming. So after a while, we came to realize that we can do a modern way and improve our way of farming. And that's why when we realized that we can come up with a system that can serve as well, can reduce labor, can reduce all the costs that come in, and improve our yields. And that's why we decided to try irrigation, drip irrigation. And let me tell you, after just one season of doing drip irrigation, it was like a miracle to us. Because the yield we got from using drip irrigation, it was double compared to the kawaida irrigation systems that we used to do, like the farrow irrigation and all that.
Yes.
So we have always recommended and advised people, if you want to get in the modern agriculture, drip irrigation is the way to go. Because with drip irrigation, you can never go wrong.
Correct.
One thing is, if you are doing your crops, there is the uniformity. Each crop will get the needed water. If you are talking of 1 liter per hour, each crop will get 1 liter per hour. Unlike compared to farrow irrigation, you just pour water, you don't know the amount of water that each crop is getting. You understand?
Yes.
So with irrigation, you never go wrong. And a lot of people have been coming to us asking us how much it costs, how can we do this. The good thing is our company, S Farms, we have all the experts. Talk of the irrigation experts, talk of the agronomists, all under one roof. S Farms, we got everything when it comes to irrigation. And so when it comes to payment, people always ask us, do you offer lipa pole pole, for example? Yes, we do. And if you are interested and you want to venture into the modern agriculture, you can reach us, and when you come to us, we are going to take you through the steps that you need to take so that you have been able to establish and start a good irrigation system in your farm. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. And I think that's very important, especially for our viewers.
Yeah.
Because I think what has been the challenge, even for ourselves, has been the thinking of how do you get over the hump of the cost,
Yes.
the startup cost.
Yes.
And today, as you can see, we are starting with about 2 acres. So these 2 acres, as you've explained it well, will be on baton drippers.
Yes.
That's our desire.
Yes.
And currently, this is day 2. What you can see, we've
Yeah.
already done the trenches. Yeah. So here are the trenches. The pipes have been laid out.
Yeah.
And I think by tomorrow, we'll be done with this and we'll be covering the pipes.
Yeah, exactly.
Then now we move into putting up the trenches where we'll put up the system, the button dripper system.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And normally when you look at, for example, this is like here you can see, we normally have the main line, whereby we have to have the main line that serve the sub-main. The big pipe is the main line. Then we have the two pipes that are side, those are the sub-main line. And now from the sub-main, these are called the lateral pipes. From here now is where we're going to attach another lateral pipe that runs all the way. And now we are going to punch the button drippers according to where each plant will be planted. Yeah.
Great. And how long would it take, for example, when a client puts in an order?
Yes.
And to do like 1 acre?
Okay.
I think that's another important question I think
Yes.
will come up
Yeah.
on the comment side.
Yes. Yes.
You know, the duration. How long
Yeah.
does it take you to put up that kind of
For
system?
like an acre,
Yes.
once we get into a business agreement with our client, it only takes us a day
Wow.
to put everything together.
Yes.
And the next day, like in 2 days' time, we're already on the ground and we're already doing the system for you. So we're always on time. So if you want the best irrigation system for your farm, don't hesitate to reach S-Farms Investment. We are the best in this and we are going to give you the best when it comes to irrigation.
You've heard it from the expert. And I think another important thing maybe to our viewers, please put in your comments. I know there are many ways to planting, and I would like to hear what you're doing currently in terms of your fodder. How have you put up your Super Napier function 1? Are you doing the Tumbukiza method? I've been trying to research a bit about the various methods that you go about. That's the 2x2 hole, and let us know how your results have been with that kind of method, because it's also important that we share. Because what it's all about at Amago Dorper Study, especially in our YouTube channel, is just sharing the information, being able to learn from each other. Because at the end of the day, that's how we grow.
Exactly. And something else I forgot to mention is drip irrigation requires water. So water is key. When you want to do the irrigation, first make sure you have a source of water, because the system can't work without water. So water is key. Make sure you have enough water. Then the rest you leave to S-Farms Investment to come in and sort you out.
Thank you.
So Ben,
Yes.
like I was explaining,
Yes.
so like you see this trench,
Yes.
here in this farm we have 3 trenches.
Yes.
Each trench has 2 blocks.
Correct.
But by each block, we have these lines with minivalve. These are called minivalves, like taps, whereby you can close one at a time. So in case you don't have much pressure, but because now as we are talking now of two blocks per trench,
Yes.
this is the first block. So once you open the first block, but you realize the pressure is low, you can still serve this block as per line. Like you can decide, you are going to open 10 lines. You serve the 10 lines with enough pressure. You close the 10 lines. You go to the other 10 lines. So that's the importance of using the mini valves, unlike just having the normal takeoff. The normal takeoff is when you open that block, it means the entire block gives out water.
Yes.
But now we have the block, and you have each line with the mini valve. So that's the advantage of having the mini valves per block. Exactly. As we go down, come I show you. So the spacing, so people have to understand that each spacing comes with the type of crop that you're doing. Like for Ben, he's doing the Super Napier, which requires a 1.2 meter spacing, and that's why you see the lines are far away from each other. Unlike the other crops, you see, like when you're doing onions, you'll expect to see the other line here and here. You understand? So this spacing is for the Super Napier grass. Yeah. And now here we have the other blocks. In this other setup we have now, these hydrants are always made different because now, for example, here we have two blocks. One which will be serving this side and the other one which will be serving this side. That's why you see the hydrants have many gate valves. Here we have two. At the start we had only one. So when you open this gate valve, it means you're going to serve this block. When you open the other one, you're going to serve this other block. And it's the same way as I explained when we are starting. The spacing is the same as the first block because the crop is the same. But we usually advise clients, if you are doing, you want to do intercropping, we have different kind of systems whereby you can have the drill line system that serves all the horticultural crops. But if you have only one specific crop that you want to do, we only advise you do the spacing for that crop only. But for more information, if you need to understand the type of irrigation that you need to do your crop with, S Farms will advise you on that. Yeah.